Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Empress Be Healer. My name is Bella. To any of my new subscribers, thank you guys for your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your views. Please like, share, hit the notification button if you are resonating with my energy. We want to have exchange of energy, right? We want to have things reciprocated back to us, especially if we are resonating with something. If you're not, then you're not. It is what it is, right? Well, I hope you guys know that you are never alone and that you are always loved. I have some major downloads right now. It's not the most comfortable reading that I want to do, channeling. I'll do some cards later on just so we can have some confirmations on some of the stuff that I'm downloading. I'm traveling. Channeling. I am someone that astral travels a lot. So where one would think I do not sleep very heavy, I do astral travel. I get all of these downloads. So I have to write these things down, you know, as soon as I get a chance, because sometimes it is hard to retain these messages or even, you know, my dreams. This premonition, this is a little bit of different constructs that I'm going to bring to you right now. Some prophetic messages, some premonitions. We're going into 2022, and there's things that here now in this energy for the year of 2021, we want to leave it here. We don't want to carry a loop into this next energy, into this next year. Everything is energy, right? So this message is timeless, so you can come back to this at any given time. You can stop it. You can get a pen and paper. If there's something that I'm saying that you want to look up for yourself, something that resonates, you know, we have free will. Please do that. Leave me a comment. This way I start getting to know who my viewers are. You know, we don't just have people just watching things. I do understand sometimes people do watch YouTube and they are not subscribed to YouTube. If you are liking my messages, please do that. And I do, and I'm aware that people do watch YouTube on the TV, and there isn't a way to like it. All right, but if we can build this channel together, this could be something as a tribe, something that we can grow, we can evolve, we can heal. And, you know, my path is of love. I am the goddess of love, of unconditional love for all sentient beings. Unfortunately, everything is not always the light. There is the dark. Everything, you know, as much as I want to just do a love reading and who's going to get proposed to and who's going to have babies, which I am picking up twins. So, ladies, be very, very careful right now if you are not looking to have any children right now. And then also maybe finding out your partner's background and see if they are having any twins, because twins keep appearing. So this could be somebody within my own personal family, but I am picking up twins. So maybe 2022 is going to be the year of the twins. It is also the year that a lot of twin flames are coming into union. If you don't know what twin flames are, you can Google that. All right. So I just want to say a quick prayer. You know, I just want to call in and give many, many, many thanks to the Most High Christ, to Amun-Ra. I want to give many, many thanks to my beloved ancestors of the highest white light. And I want to call in the archangels for protection at this time, especially Archangel Michael, to protect me as I'm giving these messages, and protect you, the viewer that are watching, that you are shielded and protected as well, along with your families and your loved ones. Amen. Ashe. Okay. Again, I am a little nervous giving these messages, because it is what is happening with low vibrational, dense energy right now. You have to stay prayed up. You have to stay protected, especially if you are an empath, especially if you are somebody that is developing your spiritual practice at this time. You do want to take your spiritual baths. You want to return things back to the sender if you are feeling that individuals are sending you stuff. Even if you don't call it spirituality, but what is happening is you are walking in alignment of your truth, and you are walking in alignment of love, where you will have individuals that are triggered by that type of energy. They are intimidated by your light. They're intimidated by your divinity, and a lot of times if they are not in alignment, in awareness of who they are not even understanding on a conscious level that they're doing that, that they are trying to drag you back down or remind you of who you used to be or what you used to do. What you did yesterday is yesterday. The past is gone. There's no bringing the past back. The good thing to do with the past is in healing and going into certain situations so that you're able to forgive yourself and to forgive others. Doesn't mean you have to keep these relationships with people. You can release people. You can release their energy. And that is with the frequency. This is me channeling. This is the premonition and prediction for 2022. A lot of individuals are leaving things behind, whether these are dead-end jobs, or these are jobs where your boss is really nasty to you, or you've got an increase in work but not an increase in pay, where you are not feeling appreciated. If this is relationships, if this is family, where you just feel like you are being looked over, you being talked over, you are feeling invisible, not seen or not heard, these energies are, the more that you're doing self-love rituals for yourself, incorporating that each day, incorporate something each day into your own existence of how you love yourself, how you ground yourself, how to sit still, and how to still your mind with deep breathing and finding a sense of what your worth is. Asking yourself and getting the answers within yourself why you are here. You have questions, especially if you're guided to a video particularly like this one, where you are looking for, I'm not here to give answers, because the answers are always within yourself. If you're going for any divination, if you're going to any kind of tarot readers, yes, entertainment purposes, I'm not a professional psychologist, psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor. Seek a doctor, and I will always advocate therapy. Therapy has changed my life. I mean, I love therapy. Healing is always healing, continual healing. Healing is a lifetime journey, right? So yes, you can heal from one area, and then guess what? Then the next, then the next thing needs to be healed, and the next thing needs to be healed. And then once you begin to master that healing in this 3D human, this realm, this plane we are in now, then you would begin to heal past life, past lives, energies that, you take into each life that you come in. Okay. Some resonate with that. Some don't resonate with that. And, your perception is your perception. Your belief is your belief. I want to get into this. I just want to really give what my intentions are, because I'm not here for anything fear-based. But these next couple of weeks, or these next couple of weeks, a lot of violence is happening. An increase in violence is happening. And these are senseless, violent acts. These are senseless, violent attacks. These are attacks that are just happening randomly. These are happening to strangers. What I was really picking up, you know, you got to really be aware of your surrounding. But what I was picking up was women, if you carrying bags, you know, to your car, from work, walking through a garage, from the store, you know, if you could park in the light closest to the door, do what you got to do. Sometimes that's not always the case, right? But women, please, 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 you want to try not to be distracted with the whole your key, your purse, your pocketbook. You got your phone, you texting somebody back, you on the phone. You're just kind of in the moment, not really looking around at your surrounding. Listen, what I was seeing, it was something with the cars. If somebody, you get into your vehicle, if somebody tries to get your attention and they are saying there's oil coming out your car, or they see something wrong with your tire, listen, do not get out the car. Do not get out the car. Call your husband, call your brother, call your sister, call your auntie, call AAA, call the police. There's somebody suspicious is trying to lure me out my car, right? In this day and age, that's sad that we can't think that somebody is doing something to assist us or to help us. That it really, really is sad that we're kind of having to deal with that. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If you are the type that just like, you know, I feel silly thinking about that, or, you know, if you so like in the moment and I got to get somewhere and you jump out the car and this individual is not trying to help you, this individual is either trying to carjack you, or this individual is working with other individuals that's either trying to get something out of your bag and rob you, or to kidnap you. Again, I am not here for the fear base. That's really what I'm not. I have a whole channel message for those who walk in fear. You really, really, if you have faith, you really cannot walk in fear. But there really is a heightened energy that is going on for, I don't want to say vulnerable, but a woman alone. If you don't, you know, get some pepper spray, get a stun gun, get a gun, get a knife if you have a gun permit. That's something. My gun permit is something that I keep saying, but for 2022, that's my New Year's resolution. Not losing weight, eating healthier. Those are things that should already be given. Let's make real New Year's resolution to leave behind things that we fear. The things that we fear. Okay, so if what I'm picking up is women that are, I don't know if they were consciously taught to just be a good girl, be nice, be kind. You know, the one that always, I'm sorry I did this, I'm sorry I did that. Let's stop saying sorry because you're not sorry. It is okay and to not trust something, right? Because this could be the very thing that saves your life. Without going so much, because I am trying to retain, and that's why I said, you know what, I need to write this down, because I just want to be able to touch on the different things. But it really was with the car. Also, with any type of road rage, you don't want to get in arguments with people. People are very edgy. People are very triggered at this time. You know, so women, ladies, you want to really just protect yourself more than anything. There was also, if you feel like you are being watched, don't disregard that. Please don't disregard that. If you think somebody is following you, don't think that you're just being paranoid. I'm really want to really put that out and convey this the best way that I can. Stop ignoring your intuition. Stop, because we all have senses, and when you can really feel what those senses are, when you're in a situation that is potentially harmful or dangerous, there's your senses, unless you are really that detached from yourself, people get into situations or have things happen to them. And I'm not saying good things don't happen to good people. We understand how that works, okay? So I'm not really saying that. But I'm saying when you ignoring something and then you're like, I wish I would have paid attention to that. If you feel like somebody is following you, you want to get to, just drive to the police station, but shit, get to the gas station, pull over, and then maybe make a phone. Don't go home. Don't go, especially if you live by yourself, especially if you're somebody who has like a routine, you know, where you literally go to work one way and you go home another way, and there's potentially somebody, a stalker or somebody that can follow you. Take another route home. Do, you know, if you think somebody's following you, just do something, turn this way, and just see if this person keeps following you, and you know, get somewhere safe and call the cops. You know, thinking like, you know, am I being paranoid? This is embarrassing. I look stupid. Whatever those things are that happen in the brain, it is better to be safe than sorry, and in a snap, you know, something horrific happens to you. So I want to move away from that before my throat chakra starts closing. Also, guys, make sure you have your water. Make sure you have your water. Stay hydrated. Other downloads that I was getting was people in mental health hospitals are being released at a large rate. Whether this is done intentionally or not, I kind of seem like an experiment, but I don't want to kind of get all spooky like that. But it is happening in the larger cities. It is especially happening in New York City. But this could be anywhere. This could be anywhere. So we have people with mental health issues that are dangerous, that should not be on the street, homeless, just walking around, just, you know, they need to be somewhere safe. They need to be medicated, and they're not. So that was something else that I was seeing. I was also seeing individuals that look normal, that have had this darkness in them, this evil in them that has been dormant, that something, it's like some kind of light bulb has went off, that they're being triggered, that they are now, where if they were suppressing being wanting to hurt people, they are now acting on it. These are people that look normal, attacking people for no reason, and I seen it at a large scale. So again, this is men, women, children, whoever. You got to just really not judge a book by its cover. Like, you know, okay, well, this person looks clean cut, or this lady, she looks nice, she looks put together, or she has children with her. Please, 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 please. I just can't say it enough. My ancestors can't say it enough. My spirit guides can't say it enough. Follow that gut feeling, please. Follow that intuition. Please, please, please do that. Also, I'm picking up, and I did write that down. I know we're in a time where a lot of people are, you know, either losing their jobs, quitting from their jobs, and there's good people out there who would be willing to take family or friends in. There's nothing wrong with that, but what I was picking up is if your children are showing some sort of their behavior around that person, or they're just not comfortable with that person around, listen, your kids is your first priority. that person, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get a hotel. I'll try to help you. You're going to have to go get a shelter. I'm going to help you. Again, these are things that just for us to be aware of, so we're not put in situations that are unreversible. Because I know me, you're going to do something to my children, or hell is going to break loose. But then you don't want to be in a situation where you like, I seen the signs and I ignored the signs, and now you got all this guilt on you that somebody harmed your children. I don't know if it's this person's frequency. I don't know if it's their energy. I'm not saying it's necessarily like they're going to physically do something to the child, but we have to understand children have a certain innocence with them. They can see through a veil better than we can. So a lot of times we should be paying more attention to children around people that are in our life, but even if this is blood relatives. If your child is always uncomfortable, I mean, you got where a child could be cranky or something and somebody comes over and they just don't want to get picked up. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is something continual. This is not like your child. Your child is just like, it could just be, if there's something attached to that person, people have demons attached to them. People have spirits attached to them. And children can see that. Also, if you have indigo children, very hypersensitive children, again, children are seeing through this veil right now. So children are really seeing people's souls and they're seeing their auras. If you have children that are saying that they see something, this is not just their imagination. Please listen to these children, ask these children questions, especially indigo children. There are a lot of them that will, under 7 years old, they are remembering their past life. They remember how they died in the past life, or they remember who they was in the past life. You may even have a child that you go out in public and that child literally sees and wants to hug somebody, a stranger. That is somebody that they recognize from a past life. You want to embrace that. You want to do some research on that. You don't want to be fearful of that. You don't want to just ignore that and just have, if the child is speaking to somebody, you don't want to just put it off that they just have an imaginary friend. You want to be able to cultivate what this child is experiencing. You want to be able to guide this child. You are their parent. You are the adult, and they look to us for guidance, and they look to us for protection. And it's not to just be so one-minded and so ignorant and so closed off that you can't have an understanding that these children, because there's books on children who are and do remember their past life and who have seen strangers, and I mean, to see a kid go to another adult and want to embrace them, I get that would freak any parent out. But again, this is where you really have to, in your heart, you really have to have an understanding of what's going on, an understanding of what's going on, and you have to really be able to trust your intuition on that situation. So children really want to be, if they have any type of abilities, any type of gifts, those are things that you want to really ground them, you want to protect them, and you want to help them develop what those are. These kids are coming in as geniuses. These kids are ancient. These kids are coming in with very, very high frequency, and if it's a form, and if you're blessed to have a child like that, they also are coming in to help you assist in your ascension. And so also with the ascensions that's happening, it does have body aches. So there are ascensions with the body aches, especially around this third eye, really, and I think I said it before in another video, the crown chakra, it's going off. It's just getting you prepared. The third eye is the first eye. So it's getting you prepared. So again, you want to drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruits, eat a lot of vegetables, stay away from red meat as much as possible, stay away from seafood, stay away from poultry, not maybe altogether. I can't tell people what to do. People's body genetics are made up different. Everybody is not made. Some people just cannot be vegans. Some people just cannot be vegetarians. They will get sick. They need poultry. They need poultry in their system. I did have some numbers. I'm not trying to rush. So guys, thank you again for being here. But if you're seeing 1515, 333, 2321, 888, 1313, and 911, you might be seeing the 911. I definitely would take the 911 for the 911. That is a universal emergency number. You also may be seeing 666. Those seeing 666 are coming into financial money. There's also disputes that's happening with families that a lot of healing needs to be done because either a family member, a decision needs to be made that the plug needs to be pulled. And it's kind of a two-side where some family members want their loved one to stay on the machine, and then there's the other side of they want this person to be able to transcend, be at peace, and get off the machines. This has either already happened or this is currently happening now. If this has already happened and the families are still not talking, they're still bickering, what if we should have did this, should have did that, that loved one is really having, excuse me, thank you, Spirit, that loved one is really having, it's almost making that loved one feel stuck and having a hard time walking into the light. This family is really needing a lot of healing. This person was on the machine, but this person was already gone. Just that physical body is here. And that goes, back to a lot of individuals that are in this fear-based energy, want to keep this attachment to this physical body. Some call this a meat suit. This is a vessel. This is a temple. This is the mothership. This is spaceship, whatever you want to call this beautiful thing that we are in while we're here. But when the brain goes, when the heart goes, but if you are plugged up, this family that has this loved one that has passed on is really has not crossed over in light. They have not. This family really, really, really needs to heal. They need to sit down with some sort of grief counselor or a therapist and really have a mending, because with that fighting, not only is that affecting this loved one, okay, which a lot of times we just think that when somebody goes, they just go. None of us really, really knows. But when you have a heightened energy, and when you are really connected to everything, and you are really connected to nature, but you also know how to detach from the physical, that the body still doesn't make you you. Your soul makes you you. Your house is not you. Your car is not you. Your jewelry is not you. You being married, you being single, you being all of that, your money is not you at the end of the day. We don't take any of those things with us. So this family that is bickering and not speaking are really neglecting the fact that they are still here. And at any minute, they cannot be here. And what they are doing on an energetic level is they are creating a trauma. They are creating karma through their bloodline for the next bloodline. They are creating a loop. They are creating almost like a cancer from all of this hate and all of this anger, because someone decided, if this was a wife or a husband and they're not the biological mother, and they are the ones that had the power of attorney, and they were the ones that were able to give permission for the plug to be pulled. My condolences to you. My heart goes out to you. Death is very sensitive to a lot of individuals, especially those that don't understand it on a higher perspective, opposed to those that believe, death is the beginning for something else, right? And we volunteered to come here. A lot of us earth angels, a lot of us empaths, a lot of us light workers, a lot of us indigo children, starseed children volunteered to come here to build the ascension and raise the vibration on this earth in this age of Aquarius. This is the golden age. Okay, so to whatever family, whoever family this is, individuals that this may resonate with, or you may be a family member of this or a friend of the family, and maybe you are guided to hear this, maybe to with boundaries, but maybe to intervene and be some sort of catalytic person that intervenes in the healing process, and maybe have them have an understanding of the love that they need to have for one another, as well as this sort of consideration of forgiveness, and also, thinking about this loved one that passed, that we still can honor their spirit. We can still honor their soul. We want to help and assist. So many different religions just make you think that, again, that once you go, you just go and you just go on with your life and you grieve. And, grieving is part of losing someone. But after that process, now we have to fill all of that. We have to fill that cup back up with healing and with love and with memories and keeping that person's name alive. So maybe this is just confirmation for somebody that, what was maybe the question that needs to be asked, or somebody wants to ask, what was the benefit of them being in a hospital for a long time, for being sick for a long time, and to be plugged up? What is beneficial to that, other than our own human ego, because we don't want to detach? And the doctors gave like no percent. It's not like it was, they have a 80% chance of waking up and a 30% chance of not, and you just said, okay, let's pull a plug. This would be a situation where specialist doctors, ongoing doctors, on and on and on, gave the confirmation that this person would just be on this life support. So maybe that somebody needs to ask themselves that, or somebody in the family is wanting to ask somebody that, but they're walking on eggshells. They're afraid to ask that. Also, I know so many people right now. This is what's going on in the world. So many people are getting sick, and you really don't hear, you don't see the news or anything pushing the vitamin D, vitamin C, getting your silver, your copper, your turmeric, getting your greens, getting your exercise, getting your fresh air. Let's keep, how about we keep making memes about that? How about you keep posting that? The way everybody want to shove, these things that is just fuckery. They shove all this other stuff down your throat, maybe a way, you're probably like, how can I be a part of something greater, something bigger? Maybe just use your own, maybe just use your own platform and advocate health, advocate forgiveness, advocate, more people speaking on mental health, advocate it's okay that, at some form or another, we all have mental health issues in some kind of way, regardless, just from the conditioning, just from the programming, just from, please, we can list many, many, many different things, but the journey is your own individual self journey. So you really could be seeing all of these different things happening and just questioning, like, what is it I could do? Sometimes the smallest act, it really is what your motivation is and what your intentions are. You got clickbait out there. You got, people just wanting to do things for clout, putting the camera on to just show that they fed the homeless, but then they never do that again, So sometimes it's the little things that nobody has to see. The Most High, the universe, hello, is always watching, always watching. But the other thing that I was getting into was, if somebody is in a coma, somebody is having a hard time and they're struggling, can that loved one hear them? And that loved one can hear you. And I don't know. I don't know anybody in a coma. I don't know anybody like sick that would be in a coma. But this is how these energies, they come to me because I'm a vessel. And that's how we're able to channel, we're able to get, downloads, or, I'll see messages through dreams. So if somebody is wondering if their loved one can hear them, their energy body can hear them while they are in this coma. So yes, continue reading to them, continue singing to them, if that's what you're doing. Continue speaking about memories. Keep doing what you're doing. This person, for this particular person, I don't know if there's more than one. This is such like a collective energy, and I know it's so broad, but keep doing that. Just keep touching them. The sensation of touch, when you're touching their hand, you're rubbing their head and their face, and just placing your hands over your heart. Keep doing that. The energy of this body, this person I did pick up, they can hear everything. They can hear everything that is being said to them. Let me just take a look over where I really needed to speak about fear. This fear thing has really, it's almost like a spell has been put over humans these last couple of years. There's a lot of predictive programming with a lot of these movies. If you even look at movies back from the 90s with these AI robot movies and or these apocalyptic movies. Apocalypse? Am I saying that right? The world's coming to an end type, it's like this narrative that Hollywood has put out years and years, predictive programming. So it's almost like you'll believe it because somewhere in the back of your conscious, you've seen it somewhere before. So when you're watching certain things or you're listening to certain things, you just want to say, I am observing what I'm looking at and listening to, and not absorbing it. So you're not just absorbing it. You're not just taking it in to your energy, but you're being aware of it. So you can actually see the subliminal things from it, especially in cartoons like The Simpsons. You're seeing the different things, the agendas, that are kind of put out there. So, take that like that and dissect it. You could do the etymology of, the certain words that they use, the certain images that they use. You could take and write those things down and break those things down. Also do that with your dreams. Even if you're not catching the whole dream, but you're seeing feet are standing out, maybe a woman's breast, maybe you're seeing fish, you might be seeing stairs, you might be seeing different rooms in a house. I mean, where you're literally a vivid dream, where you're in the dream and you literally are looking at extreme details. If you could just remember some of those things, just write down just the one. It doesn't even have to be like a whole story. It literally could just be you saw, 1, 2, 3 particular things. The other thing that's happening with fear, and it's really important why fear needs to be left in 2021, 2022. What happens with fear is when you're on a low energy, dense energy, other frequencies that match that energy. I'm sorry, hold on one second. My TV just came on. All right. I think that's all right. I had some singing bowls in the background. Okay. So, and there we go with distractions. So there are a lot of distractions that are happening at this time also. So really try to stay as much on track and alignment with what your path is, right? Everybody backslides, everybody falls back into what is comfortable, but if you catch yourself and then you're like, okay, let me get back on to what I need to be doing. But what's happening with the biggest energy, and I've already, really just gave the predictions, I'm sorry, is with this heightened violence. But more so the fear. Okay, people are getting attached and having spirits and things that are roaming and walking our realm right now. Again, this veil is very thin at this time. So, you really want to just go check on your loved ones, because when you're in the fear frequency, that it can really bring you to a deep sadness. It can bring you to a deep depression, where again something can attach to you. It may not not saying like you're possessed by a demon or something and it's going to make you go out there and kill somebody. Not saying that can't happen, but where I'm picking up on, this inorganic dark energy is trying to hold on to as many souls through this ascension of this light, and I'm not talking about false light. That's different. Where the heart chakra is awakening. It's awakening at a mass scale, where it literally, you're seeing like 20 million people are quitting their jobs to do what they love, start their own business. They're just switching careers, where again they're feeling appreciated what their skills and their talents are. So we want to check up on our loved ones, that are really, we can't just ignore if somebody is, saying that they're depressed, that they're really sad. I mean, not just like normal, there's normal sad, but something that's really could be attached to you or have been sent to you when you just cannot kick a sadness. You cannot just kick this where you really feel like you can't get out of bed. You really just don't feel attached to anything. You just don't, it's just a daunting feeling. You really want to ground yourself. You really want to meditate. You want to take some spiritual baths, especially if you're somebody that's walking, again, into spirituality, that nothing is getting attached to you. Even if you're not into spirituality and individuals are sending you these type of energies, you want to transmute that energy, send it back to the sender, but then you want to fill yourself back in with love. You could do that. You could do mudras, the different mudras with the hands. You can do mantras. You could do the affirmations. It takes 21 days to change a habit, right? You can listen to the singing bowls before you go, an hour before you go to bed. Make sure, maybe not eat really, really, really late. You can tell when somebody is sending you an attack. Also you can, if other individuals are astral traveling and, somebody's been attacking you and you know how to astral travel, that is going to get even stronger and more intense, where you will be whooping individuals' asses that was trying to come for you. If you didn't do nothing wrong, you ain't out here hurting nobody, you minding your own business, you making your money, you glowing, you smelling like cocoa butter, you sitting here, you meditating, you doing your shadow work, but you got these individuals that's still trying to come at you. They trying to come at you. They trying to test you. They trying to bring you, to a certain, they trying to bring you to maybe who you was back in the day, and you don't have a problem slapping somebody. You now are getting so powerful that you are whooping individuals' asses on that damn spiritual plane while you astral. They are waking up and they are literally getting beat up. So people really want to be careful. You don't know whose ancestors is who. You don't know whose spirit guides is who. You don't know who is, listen, you don't know. So if this is a warning, if you trying to play with voodoo and you trying to play with black magic and you trying to do all of that bullshit, you're going to get fucked up. Stop. Just stop doing that to innocent people. You're trying to put hexes on people because their kids is cute, because their kids is cuter than your kids, and that's your baby father got kids with somebody else and she take care of the kids better. All of that bull crap. I'm hearing people are the ones that are not taking care of their kids, and you have taken money and you're sitting there trying to, get these candles, the male figure candles, and they're doing something on the candles. They're trying to do a spell on the candles with the man's penis, that he is not able to have sex with his girlfriend or his wife or vice versa. Listen, that needs to stop. That needs to stop, because you are severely getting yourself and you are going to be in spiritual poverty, not just this lifetime, multiple lifetimes. You are going to be in spiritual prison, and that ain't somewhere where you want to be. Okay, so I don't know who needed to hear that. Also, be careful with any type of road rage or people wanting to fight and argue. People are on such edge. People are like quick to pop off for what? You know what? Go ahead. You need to cut me off. You need to skip the line. The other day I needed to call somebody a dummy because she really was like, even the bus driver seen what she was doing, trying to cut a bus off. Like, she really could have caused an accident. Just didn't know how to drive, made the traffic even worse. You know, I mean, I'm not saying, sometimes people got to be told what people got to be told. It wasn't that type of situation, but if you are in the situation and something incident happens with your car, stay in your car until the cops get there. Don't get out the car. People is just ready to give people an ass whooping. I think I seen a video of a man and a woman, you know, beating the crap out of somebody. It didn't show the beginning of what happened, but somebody caught it on camera. And then that's, you know, the other thing. People will just watch people get hurt and will just record it. To a degree, I guess that helps, because then it can go, you know, to the police. But it ain't helping in that moment. You just recording somebody and somebody's getting their head stomped out. Also, there's court cases that are going on. There's false accusation and false things that are you know, just to deter somebody. Somebody is in their ascension, really trying to do better, really trying to start a business, really trying to change their lifestyle and their ways. And there's a devious person that wants to keep this person down. Okay, really, you know, some things come around. If there's just something that came up from years ago, you know, when you're doing your shadow work and your healing, you have to make your wrongs right. So whatever that means, cleaning up your lifestyle, whatever that means. If you know you owe somebody $1,000 and you ain't never give it back to them, how do you think you're gonna be out here manifesting money? And karmically, you haven't even made that right. Things have to be made right now. People, you know, are getting money back that they've lent, and I'm talking about a law. I'm not talking about $50. Yeah, give the $50 back or pay it forward if you can't somehow. Things have to be cleaned up right now. So if there's court cases, you got outstanding tickets. Somebody was using your vehicle. You let somebody, or a boyfriend or somebody, I'm hearing you letting them use your vehicle, and they got some tickets while they was using it, or whatever that case. Whoever that is needs to be paying those tickets, because things are catching up to people right now. So something is really huge with court cases, tickets, DUIs, people owing people money. And if it's really a thing where it's like, you know what, I don't have this money to pay back. But you know what, sometimes people just want to hear that you admit what the fuck you did to them, you know, and you apologize. People gonna have to really understand what an apology is, especially when you're on your path, because when you start doing this dark night of the soul, all of the stuff that you've ever done is going to start coming up to the surface. And that's the point of it. That's how you become a better person. You want to become a better you, a new you, right? And you can't do that and you know, think you getting away with something. You can't get away with something with the universe. So the biggest thing is you have to move up out of this energy of fear. If you're in the energy of fear, you're not able to ascend. You're not able to get to this 5D vibration. You're not able to manifest. You know, you just keep doing a loop of, okay, things is good for a good time, a good while, and then things are bad again. But if you are having a consistent bad luck, mishaps, it is highly a possible chance that somebody is trying to put something on you, your family, where it's your finances, death, and or you know, your health and your love life. So that might be something that you really want to pray on. You may, want to go seek out, a priest or a priestess. Take that, how that resonates. I'm sad to say, just because you don't believe that somebody can do that, or you don't believe in black magic or voodoo, doesn't mean it can't happen. That old saying, well, if I don't believe in it, it can't happen. It's the same thing with if you know or you feel something is going to happen and you just like, well, if I don't say it, it won't happen. That's not how it works. We want to be in an energy of action. You want to pray, but pray without works is dead. So you want to be in action. So whatever that means for you, whatever action means for you, you want to act on that. If that means getting out of a toxic relationship, if that means getting out of a crime-ridden community, do whatever it takes. There's always a solution to a problem. If you put all, your effort, I don't want to say you do the best you could do, because you could do that and then come up with an excuse, well, my kid's school is up the block. So not put your best effort, literally do the action, okay? I want to get to some cards because I think we're at 5622, and I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think I got to everything that I wrote down. Okay. All right. Yes. Really quickly, I want to just because that energy is so heavy, that energy is so, dark, demented. There's just the evil works are happening right now. The devil is a liar. The devil is at play. But all that energy, all of that's going to change. All of that is going to change with, being aware, grounded, meditating, following your intuition, following your higher self. God is always with you. Your ancestors are always with you. So, just got Palo Santos and just, clear out any low vibrational energies, any energies of any type of fear that you have, just clear that out. Clear my cards right now. Okay. So there's nothing to be, afraid of. When you are, when you're prepared, that helps a situation so much more than being unprepared and then, feeling desperate or having to make a rash decision out of being desperate, right? So I'm hearing, look into getting that real estate on the metaverse. That is something new. Just start doing research. I know we've all been conditioned and been dealing with fiat, but look into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. The point is to ask questions. The point is to do research. The point is to do your own self-education. Where the age of Aquarius is not the time for victimhood. That is a dis-ease, and it is not the time for individuals that are going to hold your hand, and it's not the time for codependency. It's not the time to be passive aggressive. Get the information that you need to sustain for your life, and get into studying and get into research. Not like I'm just going to turn on CNN and you know what, they're gonna solve everything and they're gonna give me all the answers. All right, ain't gonna happen. Hey, thank you, beloved. I call on Holy Spirit. Use me as a vessel at this time to give clear messages for those who are watching, those who are needing messages at this time. This channeling, reading, prediction messages are timeless. All right, thank you, beloved. So we'll get just some general messages of what are the energies at this time, if there's any confirmations on you know, what was said, what was brought to me. Also, because energy is always ever changing, with knowing something, even though that this kind of message with the violence, and I don't who wants to be the messenger of bad news, right? Nobody does. But if I surrender and I'm guided and I'm told to do this, again, this was like stuff that it's been like 2 weeks, and I, you know, it's not that I'm putting it off, it's divine timing. So sometimes when with energy, what happens is we can change that frequency. If we're like, you know, if I think something bad is going to happen, I can, by watching this, you're like, you know what? I do take the same way home. You know what? I do feel like somebody watches me, or somebody might be following me. These might be things that you might just put off, or you might just like, you know, just overlook it, or, you know, you just thinking, I got to pay my bills next week, or this person is doing this to me, or, you know, what am I cooking for dinner tonight, and da 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 da. All these other things that we got going on in our head, we may overlook something, and then you watch a video, or, you know, you get a tarot reading or something to that nature, and this is a confirmation. This could be my way. This is my way of assisting the best way that I can assist. And this can be an eye opener to somebody, or a light bulb that, you know what, I can't just be out, you know, just aimlessly daydreaming, or, you know, angry, or I'm so pissed off. That was the other thing too. Please do not drive angry. Do not drive angry and pissed off. If you need to just leave your house and, you know, get in the vehicle and just maybe turn on the music and scream your ass off, you know, maybe do that. Maybe do that. But do not drive angry. Okay? So something big is going on. And I know that this is around holiday time, so I could possibly be picking up a lot of the driving. All right, so we'll see. Thank you for love it. We'll just see what general messages for our collective, you know, what energies are around us, what energies are coming up our way, what messages, Holy Spirit, do we need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Sorry, there's something already flew out. Give so much thanks and so much praise. Just be thankful for the things that you have, for the loved ones that you have. Love one another, love on each other, love, most importantly, love on yourself. Be gentle and kind to yourself. You know, people are so loving the other people, or to strangers, or I love this celebrity, and you don't even know who the hell they are. No, find out who you are. I bet you are a remarkable person, right? Beautiful person. All right, beloved, we'll just get a few. I do want to do 2 other oracle cards, so thank you. I'm just gonna let the ones that come out. All right, they said that was it right there. Oh, excuse me. Whew. All right. 3 of Swords. Broken heart. Okay, this is that confirmation. I'm not the bearer of bad news, okay? But I will take that on and give that message as a confirmation that things could literally be prevented. Heartache could be prevented from somebody getting attacked, somebody getting robbed, or worse, somebody being killed. This heartbreak energy, to just follow your intuition. All right? Follow. I can't say that enough. If something doesn't feel right, follow that. Okay? And if you have to, this is more, loved ones. If something happened to you, and it could have been prevented, some things are just meant to happen. I get that. When it's our time, it's our time. But we're also here on this planet Earth to be responsible adults. So be responsible with yourself. Be responsible with your surrounding. Be responsible with your children. Be responsible behind a vehicle. Okay? So we have the Six of Cups with the siblings, the family members really needing, there's karmic family members that are in our life right now. If you are a black sheep in the family, you are the one that has awakened. You are the one that has ascended. You are the one that is, more enlightened, and you've gotten shunned, or people have called you a conspiracy theorist, or, you see things from a higher perspective. You are really being called to be the bearer of the family, the leader of the family, to bring the healing to the family, to your siblings. If you have siblings that you haven't spoke to in years, again, because of a decision of a parent, or also, at this time there's individuals that's having to take and be caregivers, having to take their parents in and assist their parents. This is a very huge decision. And a lot of times people won't agree with it. Some siblings, I'm hearing, are wanting a parent to go to a retirement home. Some are wanting them to come in the home. But if that spouse, wife, or husband is not agreeing with that, that's bringing a lot of conflict. So a lot of healing is needing to happen within families right now. And in 2022, that is going to happen. A lot of things need to be left here in 2021. It just needs, people are going to have to swallow their pride and apologize. People are going to have to swallow their pride and forgive. Forgiveness also does happen at the right time. But sometimes to forgive somebody, you're going to have to do it maybe 100, 1,000, 50,000 times that you forgive that person. I'm also hearing, if you're having to forgive somebody, or somebody's having to forgive somebody that killed their child. And that one is heavy. That one is heavy, because I can't even say that I would be able to imagine. And this would not be on purpose. This would be an accident. We have the Moon card. So there are things that we are still in the dark. We are still, if you want to call it the 11th hour. This is, the new year is a loop. It's a loop, right? Everybody does this holiday thing. Everybody spends this money. It's a facade. A lot of people are just like, they're caught up in their emotions and their feelings, what they got, what they didn't get. A lot of individuals, on the spiritual path this year did not participate because they did their research. They did their background on what these pagan holidays are, right? And those individuals that still celebrate it, to each his own. We have free will. People are allowed to believe in what they believe in. There's no judgment here, and if you was in the spirit of Christmas and, you enjoyed and you celebrated, and that is a beautiful thing. But we are a lot of those things are masked by what's really happening underneath, what is really happening behind closed doors. And there are things that are hidden, it's all nice. We could put on real cute pajamas and we could put on these big smiles and, show these pictures and make it like everybody's happy. And that's not really what's happening behind closed doors. That's the furthest that is happening. So deep, 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 deep healing. The sun is here. So there are things that are just going to be illuminated. And somebody is just like, this is the last year I'm doing this. This is the last year I'm not speaking up about something. Okay? Also, you could be dreaming about dogs. And dogs do represent loyalty, so you have this loyalty to yourself. You have this responsibility to yourself to really speak your truth. We're going to see 2022, people are really going to be speaking about things, and even from a celebrity, even from, a national type of thing, where things that were dark and things that were hidden, and you're going to be like, damn, I thought everything, I thought they was perfect. I thought, nothing's perfect, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? So that's collectively what's happening. The moon, and we got the 7. I don't really love, I'm sorry, not my favorite. I don't really love the 7. In the love deck, the 7 of Cups, this is like many different options. This individual, he's playing with many different emotions. With this, collectively, because I'm not necessarily doing a particular love reading, but if this is love, and you're wanting to know, are you the only person that this person is getting to know or interacting with? You're not. Or this may be you may just be somebody at this time where you're wanting to do something different. You may have, I'm hearing, been in a long-term relationship or marriage, maybe even 20 years. So you're 2022 considering not to do it in a confusion way, because this card, depending on what other cards came out with it in a love reading, it would be somebody that is putting people in a state of confusion, or themselves are in a state of confusion. What I'm picking up here is that you're wanting to explore different things. So, if you were somebody that never traveled, you want to travel, you want to go overseas. If you're somebody that never went to an art gallery, or you didn't, you want to try some sort of delicacy, go to a particular type of museum. This is the energy and the frequency going forward, just trying new things or reading up on new things. The second best way to travel is reading. Okay. All right. Well, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So balance is coming in again. I'm going to take this as a confirmation with those that owe individuals money. They're wanting to bring that balance in, because you know what? Your ancestors are going after somebody. See, these ancestors, the way we're waking up and healing, people are not understanding that's waking them up. You waking up, ascending, and bringing all that light is bringing light to other individuals. It is like a domino effect is what's happening. So people that's wanting to make wrongs right, people are going to be getting financially, no more breadcrumbing, or people that was like breadcrumbing you, that owed you money, and when they seen you, they gave you $20 here. No, you're gonna have to give me my money I didn't give you $20 every time I seen you. I gave you $600 in one shot. You said you needed help with your rent. But then I'm constantly seeing you, not me, but I'm speaking like that. But then you seeing this individual on social media. They living it up, but they got you blocked. That's all right, because that frequency is being turned around. People's money are crashing and falling down that have not been doing others right. Okay? Also, somebody may want to go back a couple taxes and just get them re-looked at. There may have been something that got overlooked, and you may get some money back with taxes that way also. Okay? So money coming in, money being balanced, and or individuals that owe people money that are trying to get their life together. If you're trying to get your life right, you're trying to do better, right your wrongs right. That's the frequency that it really is going to be like a haunting. Like you're literally being haunted to do this. People are being haunted to, get forgiveness. And I'm really hearing, give people back their money on all different kinds of scales. Okay. And then we have the last tarot. We have the Queen of Wands. Major glow up. I mean, this is where, listen, if you're doing the mommy makeover, you're doing your glow up, you almost look different, that people would question, did you get some work done? And possibly yes, but then possibly no, where you really are just in alignment, where you have become in love with yourself. You have become in love with your being in your own skin, where the confidence that you have, you're not conceited, you're not cocky, but you have this confidence, you have this presence, you have this fierceness and this awareness of yourself that can't nobody tell you about you. You know who you are. You really are focusing, stacking this money. This is this energy for 2022. It's already, the wheels is already spinning. It's not, okay, boom, this is just going to happen to you in 2022. This is the person that has been doing the work. You have been doing the work. You've been working on yourself on all levels, that inner work, that mental work, your heart chakra, really tapping into your Akashic records, healing that past life trauma energy that you brought into this realm. And very intuitive, very magical. You're just making things look effortlessly. Some individuals is really just like, who the hell is that person? It is almost like when you walk into a room, it's almost like, and these people seen you before. So it is very clear that there's a different energy and a different frequency with you. And I'm loving how this is feeling, that like, and even if you are male, you're embodying this. You're embodying your other half. You're embodying your divine feminine half. Divine feminine, you're embodying your divine masculine half. You're literally taking action. The females, you're taking action. You're not waiting for nobody to do nothing for you. I don't care what it is. And if you did celebrate Christmas and you alone and you with nobody, you bought yourself something. You did something for yourself. And it's not just one day. Every day is a holiday. Every day is magical. Every day that you wake up is a miracle that we wake up. So that's this energy and this frequency. Also, the sacral chakra is so heightened and potent, and the high sexual energy, that you're transmuting that into creativity, that whatever you're doing, you know, you're starting from the beginning, you're planting those seeds. You know, you see this sunflower, it's like you just walking around and you just got sunflowers. It's just imagine like a bouquet of sunflowers that may also be your favorite flower. Yellow may be your favorite color, maybe on a particular, you know, if you Google the colors of the days, find out what color is yellow. So yellow might be something that you want to incorporate. You also may have a black cat. They say sometimes when you touch a black cat, you can actually get downloads. You can get, you know, psychic premonitions. That's just something, it, you know, who's to say what is right or who's to say what is wrong. I'm going to do some messages from the Love Oracle, just because we're in the energy of love. And the, you know, the heart chakra is, you know, one of the, you have to work on all the chakras. So you want to start with the root chakra, right? I kind of want to assume those watching this have already worked on the root chakra, but you never know, right? All right. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful souls. Thank you guys for being here. Let's just go get some love messages. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the ones that just came out. I'll take out. Okay, first one out is trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Thank you. I can't make this up. You really, that trust that you have to have with yourself, even though I know that this says love. Love is also first and foremost for yourself. I got it. You know, we want those mushy love readings and everything. Your relationship is first with yourself. When you know yourself, you know what you are capable of, you know what your self-worth is, you know what your boundaries are. These things are the qualities that when you are ready to be in a relationship or you meet somebody, knowing these, the more you know these things of yourself, the quicker you can see somebody else's red flags, the quicker that you can trust in yourself, that you're able to ask a person, what are your intentions? Are, you know, you just wanting to date? Are you looking for a long term? And then accepting what that answer is. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, you have, and I'm speaking of women because a lot of times women are more geared to this channel. But you could be into a dude and he's telling you, I don't want any kids, you know, I'm not looking to be married. And then you have a one that knows themselves and they're just like, all right, well then we don't need to entertain this anymore because that's not, I'm looking for those things. Or you have that other female who's just like, well, I can change him if he, you know, once he just sees, you know, how much I bring to the table, I'm such a good catch, you know, he'll change his mind in due time. He's just saying that right now. No. Once you accept what that truth is, that's when you're able to transform. So the trust has to be within you. The love has to be with you. Your first relationship is with self. Beautiful cards. Next one. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories and you... I'm sorry. Okay. I'm getting a little bit emotional. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. I don't know who and when. Somebody could probably look at this a year from now. I don't know who this is. I may never find out who this is. But this is just a confirmation of the downloads and the channeling message that I got. We cannot be attached to these material things. Yes, these material things are nice. We work hard for them. You know, we treat ourselves. But it's not a thing where you got to beat yourself up and compare yourself because somebody else got something, you know, especially if you're looking at stuff online or TV. Listen, people could get a backdrop. People could... I'm going to have to make this a humor so I don't get like too sensitive because somebody just really needs to laugh more. But people could go to a car dealership and take a picture by a car and just be like, this is my new car. And then you just like, or go to, people go to those house openings in those rich areas, you know, because it's already staged and already looks nice. And, you know, somebody taking their camera like, yeah, this is my new straight. When I say straight, stunting straight for clout and none of that. All of that is an illusion. You cannot take these things with you. And those family members that are fighting over how somebody passed, if they were sick and you had to pull the plug or not, you guys are still physically here. Take that time to build memories. You know, remember that loved one. Instead of fighting about how that loved one went, memories of the happy times with that person. My head is starting. I'm going to have to wrap this up because my crown chakra is just, it's at an overload. And somebody, you know, maybe somebody really is, I mean, you can be prone to headaches and migraines. All of that is a spiritual thing. Also, whatever's happening in our physical body is something that is happening inside of our body. And that should really get looked into more than just, you know, just taking medicine. Yeah, take your medicine, but it's deeper. It really is deeper than that. Love on those that are here now. Love on those that love you. Love on those that love you. Appreciate, let people know that you appreciate them. Not chasing people who don't wish you happy birthday, people that don't, if they know that you're not feeling well, they don't contact you. Leave those people behind. Those people that's not inviting you out anymore, that's not checking for you. No, the ones that do, let them know that you appreciate them. Somebody also, you've been thinking, should you send somebody flowers? Send those flowers. Let's give each other flowers. It's a cliche, but let's give each other flowers while we're here. I'm also hearing buy yourself flowers. You know, that would make somebody feel really good. It would change the frequency of somebody's home. If, you know, you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, you know, go get yourself some pretty flowers. Put some flowers around your house, or even some plants around your house. Okay, last card from the Love Oracle deck. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I'm feeling this heavily for family. This is the confirmation that I need from the downloads that I was getting from the Most High, from Source, right? That resentment, that low frequency, holding on to something that happened in your childhood, holding on to something, how somebody passed away, something with inheritance, how the money with the will, how the money got distributed. Somebody got something more than somebody else. That is really pathetic. The saddest thing is when individuals pass away. Now everybody want to rummage through the house. They want to go through the attic and in the basement. They want to find the jewelry, and you know, so messy. And how do you, I mean, do people really think that that loved one passes on, like, doesn't see that somebody grandmother's rolling over like, those is my grandkids? They just did me like that? You know, this is also why things should be documented. Things should be in order. There should be rent insurance.